Alright, welcome back to Space Station 14. This will be another round taking place on Wizard's Den's Lizard server. As you might be able to see, my initial footage of this round didn't have any sound, so we'll be going to be using replays footage. However, this is going to be showing all chat and ghosts, so, take that into account. Anyway, we're going to be playing as a dragon, a space dragon. We got lucky and spawned near the automated trade station, and that's when I hatched a plan. We're going to wait for cargo to dock on this automated trade station with their shuttle, kill all the shuttle people, and hopefully we can get our entire army of carps we're going to be growing up here into the shuttle. Okay, there's some background music for some whatever reason, which obviously in my initial footage, first of all, I didn't have any sound, but second of all, I didn't have any background music. So, anyway, we're slowly but surely having a plan hatch as we get more and more carps. We also destroy one side of the automated trade station so we know on which side cargo is going to be docking. We're going to make a second portal. Our goal is to have 3 portals to survive. And we need some distance between portals. So we're going to go over to the usually a restricted part of the automated trade station. The place that has the gas miners and the anchor and the power and stuff. Using the dragon's Devour ability, which lets it eat walls and doors and people. Very useful for destroying terrain. These walls are usually very, very, very strong and hard to destroy. But as a dragon, we can just eat the walls to get into this usually restricted section. However, there are also turrets in the unlikely case somebody breaks in. But we have a gigantic health pool and literal cannon fodder to take the hits for us. So we'll just be destroying this turret. Thankfully, the turret is currently latched onto me, I think, or just looking at the wall. Doesn't really have any targets right now. So we can easily destroy it. Meaning that we now have another portal and twice as much carp production. Anyway, a bit later, we're just waiting for this portal to be charged. There's no shuttle yet, so I'm thinking that we're gonna have to go to the station. I did take a look and I wrongfully think, that the station is directly north of this camera angle, but it's actually northeast. Also, a slime joins us, which means that if they ever, dies, we can eat them for food purposes. Anyway, I was role-playing a bit as an evil dragon, trying to make the station his new lair. Something about hunting. It kind of worked out. Anyway, we have a couple of players who are playing as the carps and the slimes, I think. So we're not talking to no one. Also, there's a bunch of ghosts, but I didn't know that. The station, because we have portals, and portals do give out the location to the station, they should know that we're near cargo or in space, which usually would stop my strategy of waiting for the shuttle, but it's gonna work anyway. Somehow, I don't know why. Anyway. We're almost ready. We have a gigantic horde of carps. And 2 charged portals, which means that in one, we gotta place our next portal within like 5 minutes, otherwise we're gonna die. We're going to despawn. And second, means that we don't really have anywhere else to place a portal in here, kind of, maybe. But just as we are about to space ourselves, a shuttle rams the station because of a bad maneuver. So we direct our corpse to eat them. There's only one person, a chemist. But the corpse have their orders, so they kill him. And now we have a shuttle. Obviously we can't pilot it because the dragon doesn't have hands. But if we wait here, hopefully, because the shuttle went, the shuttle can come back too. As cargo can remotely control it. Anyway, I try and eat this corpse. Somewhat unsuccessfully. We also have a limited time before the next portal has to be placed. And it just so happens that we can use this shuttle. Now, for whatever reason, the replay is going to be laggy. My footage anyway is going to be laggy, so we're going to be skipping ahead until I fix that lag. You didn't miss anything, really. Kind of. Mostly. Mostly waiting inside the shuttle. And having a portal there. Yeah, you can see this is where the lag is starting to kick in. But we're having an evil speech about calling the weak and whatnot. Anyway, skip ahead a bit. We have a portal. And it's gonna take a bit. I'm asking the corpse to eat the other corpse. Just so they could use to their disposable meat shield roll. As you can see, that's a lot of corpse. I don't know how many, but it's a lot. And we get dragged to the station. I'm going to be trying to do some camera work using replay. You can see here there's some security already waiting for the shuttle, but they quickly get overwhelmed. There's a lot of corpse. Anyway, I try and rush them down a bit, but just this small spray of 5 or 6 bullets puts me in quite a bad condition, despite the dragon's gigantic health pool. There's a couple of corpses here. But I know that there's a body that went this way. Anyway, as you try to make a hole, the corpse are fighting security forces. Slowly getting thinned out, but also hurting them quite a lot. Anyway, we catch up with the bodies. And somehow, something happened that turns these guys into light people. I don't know what that was, but probably some science thing. Also, because of the couple of bullet wounds, the dragon's been bleeding out quite a lot, and I was in bad condition already, despite not fighting that much. But thankfully, we have a couple of corpses to help us heal. Whenever we eat a corpse, we heal a bit. I don't know how much, but it's not that much. Anyway, we head back towards cargo because that's where our portal is, which means that's where our other corpses are going to be coming from, and we don't want to lose the portal, because if we lose one portal, we lose all of them. Anyway, we head back towards the shuttle, and we kill a salvager. There's some people outside the shuttle fighting my corpse. And inside the shuttle, inside the cargo bay, kind of run out of corpse. But it also means that the security forces are using a lot of ammo, which means, and I've been healing pretty decently. So I push this one out. I go back. Seeing that the head of security has been using their gun a lot, which means that they are running out of ammo. Ish. Enough for me to down them. But as I try and drag them back on the shuttle, I take a wrong turn, go inside of a dead end. So I have to go back out against a shotgun in close range. And while I do eat a lot of bullets, we do die. So that's the end of the run. The last rift did manage to charge up, but because I took a wrong turn, that was that. Anyway, you can see the carnage out here, with a lot of corpses being dead. And that was fun, if a bit short. Anyway, next time, okay, bye.